Alright, what's up everybody? My name is DeltaWolf556, and today for this episode of my Fallout New Vegas playthrough, we're back at Honest Hearts, and this is actually the finale of Honest Hearts. We've done everything there is to do here. We've discovered pretty much all of the locations. There's a few locations we haven't discovered down in this corner, but this is kind of where we're going today. But before we talk to Daniel and kick off the final quest, there's one thing that I wanted to point out that... Not really wanted to point out, but like something I wanted to mention in the last episode, but then I completely slipped my mind. So in the year 2096-2 note from the survivalist, he mentions how he took a 10mm through the thigh and misses femoral, and he used a tourniquet. And then when we switch to third person, you can see on the right leg there's a little bandana wrapped around the upper thigh. Just a nice little, touch that I forgot to mention last time. I mean, you could definitely see that in the ending of the last episode, which is what reminded me to say it in this episode. But yeah, it's just a cool little thing that I don't know if really people even notice that too often. But yeah, anyway, hello Daniel. We got a decision to make, don't we? So obviously Daniel wants to flee from Zion, and Joshua wants to take out the White Legs. And for some reason they want me to decide their fate. So I mean, I get I'm the main character and all, and so I get to make the final decision, but I mean, hey. So, Daniel's not terrible. He's got some good intentions. He just doesn't execute them that well, in my opinion. So, obviously, what we are going to be doing, if we go to the very last note, year 2124, the final note we get from the father... He says to the Sorrows, he told them to never hurt each other, but if someone else comes along and tries to hurt them, to strike back with righteous anger. That definitely sounds like something Joshua Graham would say. So that's pretty much all I'm going with. And that's who they basically worship as like their god, because he accidentally created a religion out of leaving his notes and signing them as the father. So Waking Cloud and all the other Sorrows and Dead Horses think that he's like their god. So if they want to follow his teachings, it would make sense for us to fight. Plus that just seems like the better ending overall.
Unless you and Joshua have any objections, I'd like to start evacuating the Sorrows. I'm going to need your help, so say your piece.
Well, about that, I think Joshua's right. We should fight the White Legs.
No. Why? Why? Haven't you seen enough of what's going on here to see that the Sorrows don't need to butcher the White Legs for a piece of land? What Joshua wants is more than an attack. He wants a slaughter. And he needs more than you and the Dead Horses to do it. The Sorrows can't be pushed into this. You and Joshua don't have the right to force them into it. Please, consider what I'm saying.
I mean, you also don't have the right to pull them off their home.
I've already explained to them that we're leaving. They've accepted it. What is Joshua going to tell them about being a warrior? What are you going to tell them about how to live with themselves after they got lost in the moment, killed someone who didn't deserve to die? Or does that not matter? Is that just an acceptable consequence if it means holding on to this valley? Maybe there is no place left in this world for mercy. But even if it tramples me into the dust, I will never accept it. And I will never condone it. Joshua must be waiting for you. I'll stay here with the others as I told them I would.
Now, Waking Cloud has returned to the Sorrows camp, and now she's going to give me everything she was carrying.
Thank you for this. I know Daniel doesn't approve, but destroying the White Legs is the only way to ensure the Sorrows can remain in Zion. You and I will lead a group of Dead Horse warriors and Sorrows hunters into 3 Marys from this position. Our objective is to find the White Legs leader, Salt Upon Wounds, and prevent him from fleeing. Show no quarter to the White Legs we come across. Make no mistake about why we are here. This is an extermination.
Alright, let's do it.
God be with you.
And then Joshua Graham has given us the Way of the Canaanite perk. While Joshua Graham is in your party, any 45 auto pistol has less spread and is twice as likely to score critical hits, which is pretty good. Might as well use mine. Yeah, so at this point, fast travel is disabled. Basically just gotta go all the way down here where I was talking about earlier, where gotta get there. And obviously we're gonna get attacked by white legs and stuff on the way. But that's okay. We got Joshua Graham with us. We should be alright.
Yes.
Got you just chilling there. Goodbye. See you later. First try. Oh, I almost shot you, Joshua. Just came running up out of nowhere. Having a little trouble killing that guy, no, aren't we? Got some white legs up ahead. Back to my hunting rifle. Up goes your head. What am I in combat? What am I in combat for? There's nobody here. Liar! Why'd you put me in combat if there's no enemies? Nope, I just saw a red compass stick show up. There you are.
Forward!
Here, have one of those. Direct hit. Thank you, Joshua. I think he had a 12.7 millimeter SMG. Yes, he did. I did recognize the firing sound. Yep, I see you on the cliff over there. Just there you go. And there's another one right there. Can I shoot him through the tree? Nope. Never mind, he sees me. Oh, thanks, Joshua. Oh, there's a hole in the rock. I fell through it. Not a hole in the rock. I mean, like, there's a space I fit through, or like a part that wasn't actually in existence. Another one right there. Go. Oh, I see you. Oh, I missed. Nope, I actually hit him. I got a head crippled. Ah, no, he stopped running. Where is he at? He's right down there.
That's it.
Come on. Just,
Prepare to meet your maker.
can't VATS him, apparently. Now I can. Very cool. I don't know why I'm taking everything off their corpses. Ooh, that looks nice. Like I was saying, Zion, beautiful place. Beautiful environment. That's why we gotta kill all the white legs to stop them from ruining this place, because they just leave all their trash everywhere. You know, that guy was carrying a 12.7 SMG.
Can't stay hidden forever.
True. True, you were right about that, Joshua. Hey, I should be able to walk up this. Yep, there we go. I just couldn't sprint up it.
Finished.
Oh. I think that guy's anti-material rifle.
You can't stay hidden forever.
Oh, never mind. I guess I'll never know now. Ooh, floating shish kebab. I'll take it though. We're almost there. We just got to get around around this this section of rock right here. Like, it doesn't take that long to get down here. It took me about, I don't know, like maybe 4 minutes. Without any combat, it wouldn't take that long. Because Zion isn't a huge location. I mean, none of the locations are actually really that big. I think Old World Blues might be the one DLC that's kind of seems like it's the biggest. And that's only because it just seems like it. I don't know, I don't really have a good reason. But the other three, like Dead Money, Honest Hearts, and Lonesome Road, oh, that's a microfusion cluster. And now he's got a 12.7. Nope, never mind. Thanks, Joshua. Thank you for your help. Where'd those bodies go? Okay, so we are more or less there. Gotta run around this corner here, and then, 3 Marys. That's, the location. Should run into some dead horses or sorrows here soon. Yep, there's some. A sorrows. Or some sorrows. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, right back at you. Yeah, see, look. This is the job, this is the work of the White Legs. They throw toasters in the water and stuff, and we can't take the war totem. They leave all this refrigerators and buckets and cinder blocks and clocks and tin cans and stuff. They leave all this trash all over the place, and we gotta help them, help the sorrows and dead horses keep Zion nice and clean. You know, we don't want these White Legs trashing the place. I think I've got enough shish kebabs and katanas. Never have enough of those, though. Look at this, our coat hanger. Whatever that is. PVC pipe, maybe? A giant, like, spool with nothing on it. Medicine box that's locked easy. More buckets, some tires, a rollerblade. More stuff. I don't know what that is. I can't really tell, but trash? A pillow? Are you kidding me? Look at how much these guys are trashing the place. That's the real reason why we gotta, you know, kill them all. Because they're leaving all this trash everywhere. They've already, like, totally desecrated this place. Oh, this is the part where we gotta go up and around, right? Maybe? Nope. Okay, I was thinking of a different spot. Oh, nope. Yes, it is.
This is taking too long. We can't let salt upon wounds escape. I'm going to find a way around. God willing, we will finish this together.
Alright, and then Joshua Graham leaves us to go find another way around. A bunch of, well, I mean, I guess we'll take the tomahawks. Yeah, more trash. Dude, look at it. There's a pan, a metal cooking pan, just chilling there. What the heck? They keep trashing the place. The location over there I forgot to discover. Somewhere over there. I don't know what it is, though. I don't remember what it is. Alright, let's switch to the survivalist rifle. Make use of this thing. Forgot to mention the bent iron sight. The bent front sight. The front sight post is a little bit bent, but it's not too bad. You just use the right side of the front sight post, and then you're able to pretty much accurately aim this thing. It is a fairly expensive ammo that it uses, the 12.7, but this thing is the most efficient use of it because, you know, this is like one of 2 other weapons in the game that even uses it, the 12.7 SMG. But, you know, it's a an SMG. You know, it's a submachine gun. Not that efficient. And then the only other weapon that uses this ammo type in the game is the pistol, the 12.7mm pistol, which is also not a great... it's more efficient than the SMG, but it's not as efficient as survivalist rifle. And those are the only 3 guns in the entire game that even use the 12.7, which is interesting. Got an explosives crate here. Go, some more missiles and grenades. I'll leave that. We don't really need that. I got plenty of other explosives. And we exit on the other side. Three Marys, it looks like. Well, you can go up there. I don't think there's really much of a reason to go up there, but you can if you want to. We gotta go this way. Watch out for the bear trap. I've stepped on enough bear traps in my day. I should take light step. You know, that would be a good idea. I wanted to have that perk before Dead Money, but then I never actually ended up taking light step. Yeah, I only have well, that doesn't count, but I don't have light step. No light step, which, you know, allows you to not trigger floor-based traps. I think it only works when you're sneaking. That is a dead horse disciple. I like how with Living Anatomy, you can't even see their health and their damage threshold because of their name. It's funny. There's a few different enemies that their health bar does that. I think the Brotherhood of Steel are also like that too. Or like it doesn't display their health and damage threshold because their name is too long. Yeah, I got enough of those. Look at it. Milk bottles? Are you kidding me? I know there's like probably some ammo boxes or another first aid kit up there, but I don't really feel like walking all the way up there. I mean, it wouldn't take that long, but I'm walking away from it. Every second I'm walking this way, it's gonna take longer to go back that way and then get back. Ooh, a hollowed out rock. I actually didn't know there was a hollowed out rock right there. Oh, hello. How you doing? Second shot should hopefully finish you off, and it, of course it did.
They are you.
Hey. They are you. Hey, not fair, not fair. You're not allowed to, have a person helping you. It's supposed to be a one-on-one. How do you like it? How do you like it? All right. Anyway, back to our Mantis Gauntlet battle. Ow. Ow. Okay. You know what? You're cheating. You got poison on your weapon. So I'm gonna poison my weapon. Yes, I want to poison my weapon. Come on. Block and go. Punch. Punch him. Blocking. Aha, take that, you loser. I'm the better Mantis Gauntleter. Let's give the Tommy gun some use. Use the surplus ammo, which is going to degrade the condition super fast, and it'll do slightly less damage, but that's okay. It's a low damage, high DPS weapon. It's okay. It's fine. It's supposed to be like that. What'd you do that for? Oh, you killed this guy. Nice, good job. Yeah, I should be able to scale this cliff. New Vegas my way down. Yep, there we go. Okay, now this time I'll actually loot up this place or see if there's any ammo boxes or whatever, which there should be. There should be at least something over here. Or maybe not. There's a typewriter chilling right there. More random trash sitting everywhere. Look it. They killed this banana yucca fruit plant with all these tires. Why do they even bring tires here for? There's like no use for the tires here. They got so many tires for like no reason. I can actually use this camp grill. Sure, let's make some healing powder on this camp grill that's just thrown right there for some reason. Okay. Ah. Well, you brought a Mantis Gauntlet to a Tommy gun fight. Losers. You didn't stand a chance against my my Tommy gun. I have so many shish kebabs. It's not even funny. Can I activate this one? I can activate this one too. Nice. Okay, now there should be some more up ahead. So, oh, never mind. We made it. Made it to the end.
We warned you at Syracuse, and you persisted. You took advantage of us at New Canaan to drive us out. And like the dogs of Caesar you are, you followed us to Zion. And now you stand on holy ground, a temple to God's glory on Earth. The only use for an animal in our temple is sacrifice. Kale wachene conserva o. You understand me, don't you? Don't you?
Outman. Kunaman mad. He killed all white legs. You talk. You stop.
I like how there's a sneering imperialist check. I think this is one of the only, if not the only, sneering imperialist perk check. Or like, yeah, perk check in the game. Whatever, Joshua put a cap in general gobbledygook here. Yeah, we'll say this one. Whoa, this isn't what I signed up for. Let me talk to Joshua about this. We'll just say that.
Him hear you. You talk.
Don't listen to this thing. His cries are those of a mad beast caught in a thicket. He gave no mercy to my family, and I will give none to his.
So the only way to really get a good ending is with the high enough speech. I actually don't know if my speech is quite high enough. I might have to reload a save and then take a meeting people like right before I get to that point, so that way I can have a high enough speech to pass all these. But we'll see. So speech is 65. Joshua, you've already won. Look around you. There's no need to kill him.
He has a debt to pay for what he's done, and I've come to collect. And so he's chosen to cower in the water like a dumb animal.
And okay, I do. Speech of 90. If what you believe is true, he'll pay for it later. The Sorrows don't need to see you do this.
I want to take from them what they took from me, from my family. In this life, I want them to suffer. I want all of them to die in fear and pain. I want to have my revenge. Against him. Against Caesar. I want to call it my own. To make my anger God's anger. To justify the things I've done. Sometimes I tell myself that these wildfires never stop burning. But I'm the one who starts them. Not God. Not them. I can always see it in my mind. The warmth and the heat. It will always be a part of me. But not today. Go. Get out of here. Go back. Back to the Great Salt Lake.
And there's a level up that I couldn't wait to give me. Okay, so... Oh, my speech is at 100. I completely forgot I already did that. Never mind, my speech would have been high enough anyway. I suppose we'll round out survival to 60. We'll get melee weapons up to 50. We'll put the last 6 points into science to get that up to 90. Perfect. And level 32, so we should have some new perks available because it's an even number. Oh, never mind. Oh, I guess there's no level 32 perks. Normally there's something new. Let me just take a look at all the perks that we got, and then we'll decide which one I want to get. Okay, I don't really see anything I desperately want, and seeing as this is the finale of Honest Hearts, and we'll be starting Old World Blues next week, Robotics Expert has got to be the way to go. An additional 25% damage to any robot, and I can deactivate a robot permanently if I can manage to sneak up on one. That's got to be useful, right? And off he goes.
That's it. It's finished.
Holy XP.
Thank you for staying with me. I couldn't have done this on my own. Let's go find Daniel. Tomorrow we'll be here soon. And there is much to do.
And so it was that the conflict between the New Canaanites and the Whitelegs was finally resolved. The courier's involvement had tipped the scale, shifting the fragile balance of power.
Demoralized by the Dead Horse and Sorrow's attack the courier and Joshua Graham led against them, the Whitelegs retreated to Great Salt Lake. Their days were numbered. Word soon reached the 80s tribe that the Whitelegs' spirit was broken. Their war chief a dim shadow of his former self. By year's end, the 80s would overrun the Whitelegs camps, scattering the tribe to the winds and claiming the Great Salt Lake for its own.
The Sorrows fought beside Joshua Graham and the Dead Horses, eradicating the threat the Whitelegs posed to Zion. Seeing the courier convince Joshua Graham to spare Salt upon Wounds, the Sorrows learned that retribution could be tempered by mercy. Though he despaired at the Sorrows' loss of innocence, Daniel took some small consolation in the courier's lesson, and prayed it would take root.
Having helped eradicate the Whitelegs from Zion, the Dead Horses returned to Dead Horse Point in triumph. They remained neutral toward the Sorrows, but as years went on, there were periods of competitive friction, even violence between the tribes. The new Canaanites, Daniel especially, intervened regularly as mediators, but found it difficult to reconcile the tribes' conflicts.
The defeat of the Whitelegs in Zion marked a turning point in the fortunes of the Happy Trails Caravan Company. Every 2 months, the caravan met with the new Canaanites in Zion Valley to trade. Happy Trails soon returned to prosperity. The vigilance of the Sorrows and Dead Horses in defending southwestern Utah, initially startling to Happy Trails caravans, soon proved a blessing. The tribes united against the 80s, driving them back from Highway 50, and thus opening yet another trading route for Happy Trails caravans.
Follows Chalk took the courier's words to heart and decided that he would behold the sights and sounds of distant lands with his own eyes and ears. After returning to Dead Horse Point, he quarreled with his family and other tribe members about his ambitions. One morning, they awoke to discover that Follows Chalk had set off alone, westward, into the wilderness. He was never seen again.
Waking Cloud was distraught when she learned of her husband's death, but took comfort from her tribe and the compassion of the new Canaanites. She forgave Daniel for having concealed her husband's fate from her, and learned to accept his fate. When her grief faded, she took a husband from the Dead Horse tribe. At her bidding, he stayed close to home.
The threat of the Whitelegs ended. Joshua Graham helped the Sorrows and Dead Horses tend to their fallen comrades and secure Zion. The courier's words had stayed Joshua's wrath in his darkest hour, and in sparing Salt upon Wounds, he was changed. While he continued to advocate militant opposition to the enemies of New Canaan, he sometimes showed quarter to those who crossed his family. Eventually, this new spirit would diminish the myth of the burned man in distant lands. A small price for the peace it brought to Joshua Graham.
For years after the defeat of the Whitelegs, Daniel did his best to minister to the Sorrows' spiritual needs. Try as he might, he could not hold back the tribe's increasing militancy and reverence of Joshua Graham. Demoralized, he returned to his family and Dead Horse Point. His failures haunted him for the rest of his days.
And with that, the courier walked out of the history of the tribes of Zion and back to the gathering storm of the Mojave Wasteland.
Oh, I thought the ending was a little bit long. Like it just kind of cut out that last part like pretty quick. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. I'm not sure why it did that, but yeah. Honest Arts is now done. We've done everything we could here. There's one little map marker I missed somewhere in this area when I was looking along the map. But yeah, Honest Arts is a bit of an odd DLC. So once you complete the DLC, regardless of which ending you get, it just throws all the unique items and everything in this footlocker right here. We'll take a look at that in a moment, but I just want to mention that I like to believe that the ending I just got is the best possible ending for Honest Arts. Now, that's obviously my opinion, and you might have a different opinion on that, but obviously no ending is perfect, which is something that makes Honest Arts a good DLC, is neither one of the two endings is 100% perfect and sunshine and rainbows. There are some bad things that happen, but I like to think that for the most part, the ending I got is the better of the two endings. So yeah, let's go check out this footlocker. Got a Light Shining in Darkness, which is Joshua Graham's unique 45 auto pistol. Got Follows Chalk's headdress, which isn't that great, but it's cool. I'll take it. Got Daniel's hat, which also not that great, but it's cool. Same thing with his outfit, which medicine and barter, which is nice. And Joshua Graham's armor, which is actually pretty good. It doesn't have the best damage threshold in the world, but it gives you +3 critical chance, which if you have like a high critical build, that's really good. Then we got Salt Upon Wounds helmet, which also gives you a +2 critical chance. I don't think that's much better than the first recon beret, which I don't have on me right now. But we'll compare that. We'll compare that. And then we got Salt Upon Wounds Power Fist, which is actually pretty good. Because it has the poison effect, where it takes off a total of 30 hit points after 10 seconds. You know, it takes off every 3 hit points for 10 seconds, which is, you know, basically 30. Which is pretty good. I don't know if this is the best Power Fist in the game, but it is pretty good. And then lastly, we get a unique miscellaneous item, the Scripture, which is just a Bible. And yeah, with that, well, obviously we're over encumbered by 4 pounds. Yeah, I don't know why it took me so long to figure out that was 4 pounds, but it took me a while. So yeah, and now once we step through there, completes Departing Paradise. I don't think that gives me any XP. No, I didn't see any XP pop up. But yeah, I'm just gonna do my outro right here. So yeah, Honest Arts is now complete, and if you've been following this series, you know that next up we're going to Old World Blues. So I hope you're looking forward to that. But yeah, in the meantime, I thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. It means a lot. If you watched all the way through, I'd appreciate you subscribing to my YouTube channel for more content like this and better in the future. And yeah, if you watch this video all the way through, that means you enjoyed it to some extent. So I would appreciate you dropping a like on it. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, nighttime, whatever time it is for you. And I will catch you guys later. DeltaWolf out.